Hello and welcome to our Freebie Friday video. It's Shade here. I've been asked to talk today about how to get a house or property sold when all the people that own it are not in agreement. In this particular situation, there are 7 heirs that inherited the property together because the parents did not have a will at the time that they passed away. So they're co-owners and 6 sisters are on board. The 7th sister said, no, I don't want to sell. And she's been holding the other parties hostage for quite a few years. And they didn't know that they had the choice to be able to force a sale any other way, because you can't really force somebody's signature on, the sale document or the contract. So how do you then go about fixing that? Well, you will have to approach the court and get a court order allowing you to move forward with a sale. The other context in which this happens is when people cohabitate together prior to being married and they end up buying property together and then the relationship doesn't work out. And sometimes married couples will be in this situation after a divorce and the property is still in both names and it wasn't resolved during the divorce. So then the one side might not want to sell and the other one would want to sell. And then they end up in court and the court will then have to decide whether to approve a sale. In order to do that, you do have to prove a few things. It's not unusual for the court to grant it. In fact, 99% of the time, the court will be on the side of the party that wants to get their share out of the property. So for instance, if the property is worth like $200,000 and your share is $100,000, it's not fair that the other side is holding you hostage to that tune, to the amount of $100,000. So the other side has the right, the option of buying you out by paying you your $100,000 and you walk away, or they must agree to sell it. And if they don't agree to sell it, then the court will say, well, I will approve the order for sale so that a real estate agent can oversee the process and report back to the court. As long as they sell it at fair market value and everybody gets their money, then the court is happy with that. As far as your legal costs and expenses go, you might have paid the lawyer up front. Most times you do pay the lawyer up front and you pay the court costs up front, of course. And sometimes you are able to convince the court to shift all of that onto the objecting party if you can show that they were extremely unreasonable. Most of the time, the expenses will be split half and half. And that includes also the expense of maintaining the property up until that time, or the expenses to get it ready for sale. And all of that will be split half and half. You may not be able to get the other side to pay you money up front, but at the time that the property is sold, then you will get reimbursed for half of the costs most times. So that's our quick answer for you today. I hope this has been helpful. And if you have any specific questions relating to this, feel free to call or email us and we'll be happy to answer them. Happy Friday.